Our safety on the roads, at airports and at rail crossings was front and center in Ottawa this week. The Transportation Safety Board revealed its watch list of the worst hazards. It does this every 2 years, but as Shirley Engel reports, many of its prior recommendations still haven't been acted on, especially when it comes to rail safety.
After catastrophe in Lac Megantic, Quebec claimed 47 lives, the Transportation Safety Board found what it called a weak safety culture at the company that operated the deadly oil tanker train. The government responded, making handbrakes and other safety devices mandatory, adding more inspectors, phasing out older tanker cars. The TSB says the action so far is not enough.
In spite of Transport Canada intervention through inspections, through audits, they haven't always been effective at identifying weaknesses in the company's system or taking steps to make sure that they're corrected.
With the number of shipments growing exponentially over the past 5 years, now in the hundreds of thousands, transporting oil has been added to the TSB's watch list of biggest risks in Canadian transport. 3 other threats on the railways remain. The watchdog has been asking for video and voice recorders on board trains for years, and signal indicators and crossings still pose risks of serious collision. This transportation expert says the TSB is zeroing in on the rails because of recent high-profile tragedies like Lac Megantic, the Ottawa bus crash last year, and the 2012 Via Rail crash in Burlington, Ontario that killed 3 engineers.
A lot of the concerns that were raised for the smaller railways, the short-line railways that operate on tight budgets, don't have much more limited staff, don't have the kind of money to make the safety investments that the large railways do.
CN Rail points out 99.9% of dangerous goods arrive at their destination without incident.
The system fundamentally is sound. There's more we can do, and we're taking the reasonable steps to ensure a greater amount of safety for our citizens.
Still, some industry critics say the watch list serves as a sobering warning.
I think what the Transportation Safety Board is saying is governments have to do this job because when you rely on industry to police itself, corners are going to be cut.
Sadly, it often takes tragedy to spur change. Shirley Engel, Global News, Ottawa.